cross stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. All around us we watch, words so gallantly streaming, and riding wonderland, Mama's mercy needed, gave proofs through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the our home and native land, true patriot in marvelous command, with glowing hearts we see rise, the true love strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Championship Friday Night, the 2022 edition of the Friday Night Hockey League. This is a league that has been going on in Calgary, dating all the way back to the year 1980, and Commissioner Mike Wright has done a marvelous job putting this particular hockey game together. I'm Peter Loubardius, everyone. And in tonight's game, we will match the Boston team wearing the traditional black and gold against the Toronto team wearing the white and blue. And they are playing for their own version of the Stanley Cup. We will have 3 full 20-minute periods. And it's absolutely my pleasure to be involved with this event for the first time here at the Aaron Woods Twin Arenas. And it has hockey written all over it on this Friday. And we are set to begin as the players exchange their normal pleasantries. And let's kick this thing off, shall we? Mark Rossi wins the draw to Todd Hagen, who goes rink wide. That pass is up the middle, gobbled up and tossed ahead for Jeremy Stibbert. Behind his back, broken up, and Kyle Wilson takes over and plays it back to his own line. Wilson started his hockey career as a goalie. Good choice to make your way out of the net and on defense. Our 2 goalies are 44-year-old Lori Leckie, who's a registered nurse. He's playing for Toronto. And at the other end, it is 55-year-old Christian Waugh, and he might get the game's first test. He scores! Mark Rossi riding the stick. The 34-year-old scores in the opening minute. The account manager, they call him Big Timber, and he gives Toronto an early 1-0 lead. Beating Christian Waugh through the legs. Boone chips it in on right wing. And the referee says that's not going to cut it. It's offside. These two teams split up, play against one another. They are a great bunch of gentlemen who just love the game and keep playing. And the ages range from 27 to over 60. And there's some guys in great shape. Wish I was. Here comes a long shot and a good one by Chris Rossler, who let it go, and Lori Leckie makes his first save. Hello, Heather. You did a wonderful job on the anthem. Great to have a little Flames in the building tonight, singing both the Star-Spangled Banner and the great song of our country, O Canada. So Mark Rossi, the 34-year-old, has the game's first goal. And he has a tie to the Calgary Flames. His cousin is Candace Gowdy. Backhander scores! A second chance opportunity. And that looked like Mike Knopf putting it in the back of the net. The 30-year-old and a former member back in the day of the under-18 AAA Flames. He is the only player that I have watched play before. And here comes Rossi again. Makes a lovely toe drag and flip the puck over the glass and out of play. So Mike Knopf, who just tied the game, is a business analyst from here in Calgary. And in that 2010 season, had 3 goals, 8 assists for 11 points. As a 14-year-old, Mike was one of the best bantam players in Alberta and participated that spring in the annual Alberta Cup. And here he is with a puck on right wing, Knopf ahead, out of the reach of Rossler, and Leckie will play it and play it effectively to his own line. Len slips it ahead. Here comes Rossler into the zone, looks in front, and they fail to make the connection from close range. And here's Rossi again, cutting in backhander. He scores! Mark Rossi, his second of the game, and we've played just over 4 minutes. Big Timber came ready to this championship game, and I didn't believe it until I saw it, but somebody tonight is going to take home the Conn Smythe Trophy. And apparently Mark Rossi wants it, because he scored twice. See how Boston comes back in their black and yellow jerseys. Good play on the right wing boards, chipping it behind the net for Rick Fleury. In front, tip, backhander. Quality chance for Mike Wright, the commissioner, and he fails to pull the trigger. Freeborn back in front and swept out of harm's way to center ice. Kyle Wilson in behind Mike Jones. 2 number 10s will try not to get them confused for the team wearing the black jerseys. And this is Mike Boone, who in his day job is an aircraft mechanic. Pretty important job if you spend time on airplanes, and I do. Rossi plays it to an open wing. Good pinch, but chipped out towards Donnie Kerr. Donnie wears 7-11, and you know why that is. He's open all night. Just ask him. He's a product of Lashburn, Saskatchewan, and I've spent many a day in my youth around the softball park in Lashburn, home of the Bluebirds, who used to battle my old team, the Saskatoon Harmony Centers, in the early 80s. Here's a hard wrist shot and a good one, courtesy of Chris Hellery. And a nice stop by Lori Leckie as we have played just over 6 minutes of this opening period and a 2-1 lead for the white sweatered Toronto team. Wilson, he's 33 years of age, to Mike Sloan. There's a lot of Mikes in the house tonight. Hellery at center ice. Cleared into the zone by Jim Davis. Pulled down, the referee says play on. And why wouldn't you? Turned over. Davis had a chance. Good shot block. And Mike Charles takes full advantage and puts it through the skates of Todd Harvey, who makes his way to the bench for a change. Rossi with 2, Knopf has the goal for Boston. Well, at least they wear Boston jerseys. Look out. Hope Mr. Hellery is all right. He gets back up quickly. That's always good to see. Rossler turning away from pressure and finds Sloan up the middle of the ice, out of the reach of Wilson, and cleared ahead. This guy's putting on a pretty good show in the opening minutes. Sloan fans on it. Rick Fleury trying to chip it in and fails to do so, and back comes Knopf with speed, bursting into the zone. Mike Knopf turning on the cycle. He drops it off for Sean Freeborn. Freeborn takes a long look back to the point. Wrist shot that hits his own man Rossler in front. Good pressure by Boston, looking for an equalizer. Oh, and we're going to have our first penalty. And that first penalty comes 8.5 minutes into this opening period. And it'll be number 20, Paul Trahan, who hails originally from Kirkland Lake, Ontario, the home of former NHL star Charlie Simmer, and my first boss at CJSL Radio in Estevan back in the mid-'80s. So Kirkland Lake with a little special sentiment for myself, as Charlie Simmer and I worked for a number of years doing Flames hockey on television. And the penalty kill underway and cleared the length of the ice by the commish, Mike Wright. What a job he has done putting this title game together. If only all the leagues I was around were quite this organized. Pretty impressive stuff, I must say. Centering pass as the power play continues. Freeborn from close range. Leckie got a piece. Stopped that too as Rossler from in tight fails to jam home the rebound. And it's cleared the distance by Toronto. Well, we'd love to tell you how much time is left in the penalty, but that's what happens on Friday night hockey. This is for fun. But they care, which is good. No need to keep score if you don't care. Curtis Smith to Dr. Fagan or Todd Hagen. Whichever works, that flipped high in the air. Nice job on the short hop by Christian Waugh. He's from Quebec City. 55 years of age, and here comes Hellery. Good skater into the zone. Hellery blocked up by Hagen. And he'll chip it down the ice, and that should just about do it for the infraction. 2-1 lead here in the opening period in favor of Toronto. Wearing the white jerseys on championship Friday night. The 2022 title up for grabs. And here comes Mike Wright. Wrist shot. Good stop by Waugh from close range. Boone to Charles. Into the seam. for Wright. He made his way to Calgary, grew up in Belleville. Mike Jones gave Lecky a little trouble. They call him Flopsy. I haven't seen a lot of flopping early, but I have seen a few quality stops. Scores! Hillary walks into the high slot and ties it with a good low drive on the short side. And in this championship affair, we have a 2-2 tie. Hillary's first of the game. Hillary is from the fine province of Saskatchewan, from Île-la-Crosse. Freeborn, Sean, right on target. As it looks like the team in the black jerseys have taken over here a little bit. Harvey, off the skate of Boone and controlled by Boston. There's a great pass through the seam. Freeborn carries in. Jim Davis heading to the net, and they fail to make the connection. In transition with some room. Here comes John Stewart, and Stewart is stripped effectively as he went in search of a go-ahead goal. It's a good play by number 10, 60-year-old Len Slip, an accountant from Grand Prairie. And he had the right number that time. Slip, trying to slip away, but turned it over. And now an opportunity for Freeborn. Just 27 years of age, trying to cut through. And Hagen says, no, 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 no. I won't have any of it. Here comes Trahan, who took an earlier penalty. Good stick by Jeremy Stibbard to break up an attempted scoring chance. 2-2 is the score. We're into the last 7 minutes of the opening period. A chance for Stewart from close range. And Waugh made a Patrick-like save there. Although he's a big fan of Marc-Andre Fleury and Carey Price and loves the Montreal Canadiens. Shocking, a guy from Quebec would cheer for the Canadiens. What passion they have in that province. And if you have never been to a game at the Bell Center, I highly recommend it. What a spot. Oozes hockey in that rink and community. Here's the game's fourth goal getter, Hillary. He's on a mission tonight. Centered it in front. Wilson's pass just fails to find Stibbard. And now cleared ahead with a little room to operate is Frank the Tank Arcan, wearing number 19. I bet he's seen old school. Well, a few of these guys have seen old school, and so is the broadcaster. Isn't it still 1984 in Estevan? I don't think so. Hagen backpedaling. Wanted Wright, found him. Now a 3-on-2 develops. Wright heads to the net. That's broken up by Sloan, and here comes Rossler wheeling in. Good shot block again. The final of the Friday Night Hockey League. Backhander. Waugh took a look, but he's got it. And gets a little tap from his teammates. Waugh, by the way, is a multi-Conn Smythe Trophy winner of the Friday Night Hockey League championship game. That will be awarded, obviously, when this night is all said and done. And then the fun, I'm sure, for these guys will really begin. Here comes Knopf. Has one of the 2 goals for Boston. Good one-on-one battle. And the referee has seen enough was not prepared to let these guys play on. And that's just fine. Great stop by Leckie on a clean face-off win and a hard blast by Rossler. They call him Rosie. Boone. Lead pass towards Rossi, who has both goals for Toronto. Knopf one-on-one with Curtis Smith. And my apologies in advance. Numbers difficult when there are none on the sleeve. I'll have to work on the commissioner for next year. So happy to be here participating. Freeborn weaves into the zone. Carries behind the net, has Rossler. Missed him. We might have a break at the other end. Here comes Boone with speed. Freeborn trying to catch him and makes an excellent defensive play on the backtrack. Sean Freeborn. Mike Knopf just onside. Maybe a little off. But it's a lot of work for one guy to do. And the pace is pretty good. Hagen. For right, he misses it on right wing, and Wilson goes back to control. Finds Hellery. Working against Hagen, wearing the captain's C. That's why they call him the doctor. Backhand try, and Leckie closes the legs. The 47-year-old registered nurse from Calgary. His favorite movie is Old School. And his favorite NHL team is the Calgary Flames. Just made another good save on the long shot from Mike Sloan. They call Mike Clubber. And he clubbed one at the net that time, but turned aside by Lori Leckie. Hagen, cross ice and a fine pass for John Stewart. Stewart in front, oh my goodness! What a stop by Christian Waugh. Magnificent save as he robbed Mike Charles from close range. That's highlight of the night material right there. What a beauty. Charles can't believe it as he backhands it towards Rossi, who'd like the hat trick. Chips it, played in front. Was going in behind Waugh, but another excellent save by Christian Waugh. His bio said that growing up he played with a number of very good players who went on to play some pro hockey. Well, as he's stolen the show the last couple of minutes. Into the final 2 minutes of period number 1 of this championship affair. This league's been in session for more than 40 years. And these guys are putting on a good show. Good work by the referee. And he takes the delivery from Paul Trahan. Face off to the right of Waugh, who made a scintillating save in the last couple of minutes off of Charles. Well, I hope you guys will enjoy this. Watching back, looking back, probably having every bit as much fun as you are. Father-in-law passed away this year. Still playing rec hockey a couple of times a week. Don Anderson, so kind of doing this one too in memory of him. He would absolutely love this. Thinking of him tonight.
This is the last move of play of the period.
Very nice. Got all the bells and whistles. There's a wrist shot. Watt. Chopped towards the front of the net by Frank Arcan. And Waugh has been the busier of the two goalies in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Some interesting biographies that I was sent in preparation. We'll get to a couple of those stories as the night continues. Here comes Freeborn, under 30 to go. He's been dangerous. Those young legs serving him well. His dad, Dave, former semi-professional player himself. And his dad has an interesting story on his bio. Dave Freeborn, when asked about his birth date, he said, "Bite me." All right, I guess we won't ask. Time winding down in the opening period. We will not resurface until after period number 2. Stibbard, Freeborn, time running out. And there goes the buzzer to bring an end to the first period of play in this Friday Night Hockey League championship affair. Mark Rossi, Big Timber, an account manager, and I don't know what this means. It says, let me read this, voted best team body butter. I don't even know or want to know what the hell that means. But Rossi has 2 goals for Toronto, while Knopf and Hellery have the goals for Boston. As the guys stretch out here before we make our way back to action. Now, there are more rules in this league. There will be overtime, by the way, if it is required. We're a long way from there. And even a shootout, which generally I'm opposed to. But tonight we'll be good with it if it is needed. Conduct is a big thing in this league. They run a good program and have been for a long time. Some players making their way back to the room. We'll see if they continue. Start of a weekend, a beautiful one outside, and might be some players just joining us for one period. And who doesn't love that music? That music is hockey times 10. There comes Don Kerr, always open, 7-Eleven, sporting a towel, and fashions himself as a ladies' man. I'm sure there are stories. I don't have them, but I'd like to hear them. Rossi into the slot for Boone. Harvey. Hagen. He'll tee it up. Waugh, rebound off the crossbar. Steve Boone, the 56-year-old, hits the crossbar after the good original shot from the left point by Todd Hagen. As for Steve Boone, said the highest level of hockey he played was Pee Wee 3. And his favorite movie, and there are many guys in this game with that, it's Shawshank Redemption. This game does have many redeeming qualities. Knopf looks at Rossler, still with it, into the slot. Backhand attempt. And that is Dave Freeborn, who's wearing 21 tonight. I thought he might be wearing number 20, but that's got to be him. Probably the most overall accomplished player in the game. Rossi Passing again for Boone, and Boone chipped it at the net, but a good play by Mike Sloan to get back defensively to break that up. The goals came fast and furious early. Thought we might be headed to a 9-8 or 10-9, and who knows, we still might get there. But right now, early in the second, it's 2-2 in this Friday Night Hockey League final for the Stanley Cup. And they have quite a replica. Rossler to Hellery. Watched closely by the doctor. Dr. Fagan, Todd Hagen. Slipped right through the crease that time. Mike Charles might have been going the wrong way there. Still has a chance to work out. Hellery, Rossler blocked in front. Charles with another chance to clear, and he will do just that. Rossler's had the puck a lot, and Lecky makes another fine stop and hangs on for a face-off. Ah, the old organ. Love it. Sloan, a rolling puck, and that dipped. Not an easy stop from 60 feet. Hagen just off the heel of Rossi's stick. He has both Toronto goals. Nifty little toe drag. And then Hellery on the backtrack steals it, and here he comes. Chris Hellery in transition. Glove save, and a good one by Lori Lecky. Both guys wearing different numbers, by the way, than what I expected, but that happens too. One goalie each. That shouldn't be too hard to figure out, even for me. Sloan thought about it, plays it to his partner, Kyle Wilson. He's from Calgary, a portfolio manager. Well, if I had a portfolio, somebody could manage it. But in the broadcasting business, well, some of us do. Most of us, limited portfolios, if you know what I mean. Stewart, rink wide, out of the reach of Charles, who makes his way to the bench. In behind Mike Jones. Jones is from Winnipeg. And his favorite team, despite that, the Calgary Flames. Favorite movie, one of my faves, Caddyshack. Hope he gets enough respect. And here he comes. Good work to keep himself onside. Finds Don Kerr. Kerr backhanded through the crease area, and out it comes to center. Freeborn for his dad. And now cleared out. And this is Dave Freeborn. Up the middle, smart play. Coached a lot in his day as well. Been around the game his whole life. Despite the fact that his birthday was Bite Me. Apparently, he doesn't say much. But you can tell this guy played good hockey. This guy's a good player too. Rossi flips and chases. Backhands it. Frank Arcan, Frank the Tank down low. And in good defensive position and clearing it for Boston. Chance for Rick Fleury. Hellery heads in the other direction. Hellery trying to go around his man. Kids screaming in the background. Well, that's usual on a Friday at a rec hockey game. That's okay. And icing will be the call with 15-12 to go in a 2-2 second period tie. Face off to the right of Leckie, who's been excellent. So is Christian Waugh at the other end. And here's Steve Boone on a breakaway. Another quality stop by Christian Waugh, who gets a tap from Steve Boone. Great sportsmanship. And Waugh looks okay despite taking that shot right in the mask. And those hurt regardless of the protection. But he seems to be all right. Dave Freeborn. Good pass. Chipped it neatly. Hellery, and offside is the call at the line. They ruled at number 14, Jim Davis, 41-year-old from Regina. He's an electrician. One of his highlights was playing in a Wendell Clark 3-on-3 event. Boone ran into his own man, right. Played in front, broken up by Hagen. Todd Hagen creates enough room, the flip, and sends it out. Dave Freeborn turning. Makes the game look easy, number 21. Davis. And almost snuck through the pads, but Leckie turned to the side. Teams make a couple of changes. The goalies have taken this game over. And it was not that way early. Boone again trying to cut past Freeborn and took a bit of a whack that time. The old crafty veteran Dave Freeborn. It'll be the first time he's probably laid a little lumber on somebody. Stewart, backhander off the outside of the net. Here comes Sean Freeborn. He's by himself. Sean Freeborn scored. Opened up the legs. Slid it through the wickets. And Sean Freeborn has given the black jersey wearing Boston team a 3-2 advantage, as they have scored 3 in succession after giving up the first couple. Or pardon me, it was 1-1. Back in the first. Stewart ahead to Mike Charles. Wilson. Reverse, but he put it right on Stewart's stick. Good cover up in front by Sloan. Sloan would be described as a steady Eddie back there. Nothing flashy, just some good solid work. Now they're getting into it. Way to go, fellas. These teams want to win the cup. Stewart. And there's the aforementioned Sloan. And Sloan's going to take a penalty. Wilson looking at Stewart like, I think you took a bit of a D-I-V-E, as in dive. And the call is made. So Boston with the advantage, 3-2, but Toronto will go to the power play, trailing by a goal in the second period. Trahan flips it high. Behind the net, wanted Rick Fleury. And the puck played down the ice is Curtis Smith, who says his hometown is Hockeyville. And his favorite movie is the Stanley Cup Final. Well, he's playing in one tonight. And he might have a movie of it when it's all said and done. And another stop by Christian Waugh, who's been unbeatable since the opening 5 minutes of the first period. He made an incredible first period save off Mike Charles with his arm, and now he'll give himself a bit of a breather. He is an assistant superintendent at a school board. And apparently, Christian's favorite drink is a Cosmo Martini. Whatever the heck that is. Sure, it's tasty. I don't drink, but I'm sure it's tasty. Might be the only sports guy who doesn't. I've thought about starting a lot. Long shot by Rossi, tipped wide. Power play continues. Back to the line it comes. There's a chance for Smith. Shot blocked, and even in the rec leagues, they appreciate blocks. Short-handed, Rossler. Big stop by Leckie. If not his best, his most important so far in this game. Pass out of the reach of Frank the Tank Arcand. And an icing call. Oh, there's the penalty time. 41 seconds left in the penalty to Mike Sloan. Dave Freeborn back to get it. Played university hockey back in the day. He's from Chapleau, Ontario. Won an All-Ontario Under-18 championship. Played for money. You can tell that he would have been a really good player. Very smart, calm, cool, and his son says his favorite thing is wheeling around his dad. But tonight, they're on the same team. Steve Boone's been wheeling around. Waugh took a peek, but he's got it again. Down to 1 second left in the Sloan penalty, and Mike says, I'm coming out anyway. By the way, we have a great camera operator tonight who's a heck of a player in his own right. Played under 16 AAA for the North Stars this season. Wish him the best of luck in his hockey pursuits. A long way from playing in this league. Boone. Rossi, Big Timber, joins the fray. Has both Toronto goals. Deflected in front. Boone's got another chance. But he fanned on it when he tried to transfer it from glove to stick. And a save at the other end by Leckie. I think I mentioned earlier that the big save came off Mike Charles. It's actually Lyle Peters. You should never mess that up. Good Saskatoon guy. So my apologies. Even on Friday night hockey league games, you don't like to get it wrong, but I can admit when I do. Mike Charles, 47, 24 is Lyle Peters. I wonder if he's one of the hockey Peters in Saskatoon. Gary Peters, a former NHLer who I've known for a long time. Back in the day. Hope he is feeling all right. My condolences if things aren't so good. Here comes Davis. His pass blocked at the line. And looks like we have an offside. Well, Mike Wright, the commissioner, not afraid of a few dance steps. The league has some great swag, too. Some nice stuff. Nice looking hoodies, hats. Knopf scored the first goal for Boston and has another. And Lori Leckie doesn't like the call. Thought his stick was knocked out of his hands. And 30-year-old Mike Knopf has his second of the game. And it's 4-2. And if you don't think these guys aren't competitive, just take a look at the goalie. He's hot. Not happy. Comes out to play it. See how the white jerseyed Toronto team comes back. They look like they were in control early, but not now. Trail by 2 in this championship final. Wilson breaks it up. There is another power play. And Toronto would really like to get one right back. This is Lyle Peters. Wrist shot, didn't miss by much. Trahan, his shot. Waugh the save, another stop. The last one off Rossi. Cross ice. Hagen will step into it. Great shot block. Here comes Rossler in transition. Rossler stopped on the short side. Sean Freeborn for Father Dave. His wrister blocked at the front of the net. Hagen and Smith have blocked a lot of shots tonight for Toronto. Here comes Rossi. Has his stick chopped out of his hands. And in Quebec, they would say, that's a punition. That's a penalty. And for 27 seconds, Toronto is going to have a 2-man advantage. See if they can take advantage. Rossi off the stick of Waugh, back to Hagen. Todd Hagen shot, that's blocked in front by Freeborn. And Freeborn, like I said, made it look easy on the interception. Trying to send Rossler away. Might have tried to sell that one a little bit. Back comes Arcand. Frank the Tank drops it. Here's Boone. Boone, a weak shot. Goes off Sean Freeborn, who has a second period goal that put his team ahead 3-2. Charles. Rossi. Waugh really making a difference. Maybe on his way to another Conn Smythe. He's won a couple of them. That goes to the MVP of this game, which I should know. I think I have to pick it. Might get some help from my hockey-playing camera friend. And he looked at me like, are you nuts? I don't know. It's enough that I got to shoot this bloody game, let alone pick the best guy. I get it. I saw it. It's all good. I'll handle it. Hillary over top of the net. Good lead pass. Hillary carries in. Ooh, nice stop by Leckie. Chipped ahead. Boone stripped of it by Jim Davis. Hillary into the slot, wanted Mike Jones. Fanned on it as Len slip. Clears it in, and Boone, nice take in the neutral zone for Wright. Good lead pass to Harvey, and good call. It was close, but offside. I don't know what they're paying the referee, but that's great. I love this stuff. Friday night, good rink, lots of fun, lots of smiles. Only messed it up a few times. Having fun. Right on the cycle, reverses it. Jones can't clear. Trahan. Now for Stewart. Toronto's had a couple of second period power plays, including two-man advantage, but hasn't been able to beat Christian Waugh. Long lead pass. Don Kerr trying to take it in stride. Loose in front, and Trahan almost popped it into his own net. Kerr with a nice bump. I love the fact that guys over 60 still playing every week. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Here comes Lyle Peters, who was robbed back in the first period. Rossi wants Stewart. Defended well. Steady Eddie Sloan again. Stewart has a man in front. It's Arcand. And Waugh diving out to make the save. Or did it go by him? No, it stayed out. Shaking his head like it didn't go in. There was some question there. We'll check with the goal. No, we won't check with the goal judge. There's no goal judge. And no video replay. Not even sure the audio is on the camera, to be honest. It will be on the phone. Sorry, I'm not better at technical stuff. I have enough trouble calling the game. Charles can't keep it in. Mike being pestered by Davis and plays it back for Hagen. 31-year-old John Stewart. Good lead pass for Frank Arcand over top of the net. One of the better Toronto chances here in the last several minutes, and big hit thrown. We always want everybody to be okay. Stewart knocked down, and they both say, yeah, I'm all right. That's the beauty of recreational hockey when it's done the right way. I've seen a few recreational hockey games where that might have turned into a bit of mayhem. But not for these guys. So another penalty to Boston, and here comes Freeborn by himself again. Stopped like he didn't know where it was, but he stopped it. That might be a game saver for Toronto. In transition, and Waugh way out as Rossi slapper was deflected. Rossi with both goals for Toronto. It's Knopf with a pair. Hellery and Freeborn have the goals for Boston. Championship final. Waugh, another stop. They just can't beat this guy. Smith shot blocked, cleared by Freeborn. Wonder if Toronto's getting a little frustrated. Knopf, he has two already. Wrist shot blocked by Curtis Smith, and that's not the first one. He's had several. The pride of Hockeyville. I have no clue where he's from. That's what he said on the bio. Here comes Boone with right, and there's Freeborn with that crafty stick of his. Barely even sweats, but seems to make all the right plays. It's caught this time. Wright has his stick lifted by Hellery. They might look at the referee on that one, but to no avail. Little crazy train in the background. Well, at least when Ozzy sings, you can understand him, because you sure as hell can't when he talks. Good tune, though. Trahan. Boone, power play continues. Waugh, another save. What do they have to do to beat this guy again? Trahan. Rebound, Harvey. It's been the Christian Waugh show as this game unfolds. Long way to go. 1:59 to go in the second period. We will clean the ice, and it will be time for the announcer to have a little Coke Zero to refresh, and the poor cameraman to put on some shorts or a blanket. It's cold. Trahan. Penalty to Wilson, who fell about 4 times coming out of the box. Tad embarrassed, but gets back up to join Hellery. He's got good speed. Didn't miss by much. Chris Hellery, the 45-year-old from Île-de-Croix in Saskatchewan, having a night. Mike Wright carries in, centering pass, and a good one for Boone. Peters in front. Boone said all kinds of opportunities. If we had a red light, we could turn it on, but we don't. Into the last minute, and it will be icing down to 52.2 seconds to go in the period. 2-2 after 1, and Boston has scored both second period goals. Peter Loubardius with you. Hope you're enjoying it half as much as I am. Charles, and not Barkley. Freeborn. What a good outlet. There's Dave Freeborn again. Oh, the game's easy. A little sauce here, a little sauce there. After the game, probably more sauce. Hellery with another good wrister, looking for his second of the game. Stopped by Lori Leckie. Credit both goalies. They've both been good. Leckie really trying to get dialed in. Keep his team within 2 here. Jones a redirect, but couldn't put the puck on target. Back to Dave Freeborn. Plays it in, but that puck goes out of play, and Dave shakes his head as he makes his way back to center. Sean takes the draw, tried to push it ahead in the dying seconds, and that's going to do it. 2 periods of this Friday night Hockey League championship game in the books. And after 40 minutes of play, it's Boston leading Toronto by a count of 4-2. We will be back in moments with the third period.